Good morning. How's it going, everybody? Welcome into the stream. Those of you that have jumped in right out of the gate, appreciate you as always. Today, doing a little early morning stream because I got a key for Solasta Crown of the Magister sent to me, and it looks really cool. And I was starting to do kind of a first impressions recording video, and I went, this sounds like a live stream. Everything I'm saying sounds like a live stream, so I should just start a live stream. I'm already going to be putting the time into this. Why not just do it live, let people jump in, and then keep the video up for people to watch after the fact? So we're doing it live. So Solasta is a really interesting game developed by Tactical Adventures, which is based around kind of the concept of taking Dungeons and Dragons and putting it into a video game, which is right up my alley because if those of you that don't know, right down here underneath my computer is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like 20 different Dungeons and Dragons books that have been released for 5e specifically. So I'm super stoked about the idea of getting into this game, seeing what it's like. I watched a couple of trailers and a couple of like basic here's the game type of videos and pictures and stuff, but I didn't really dive into watching a live stream or watching a let's play or anything like that. So this is all going to be completely fresh to me, completely new. I've done very little research beyond the do I have an interest in playing this game? Does it fit with kind of my style? And it does. So after determining that, I was like, okay, cool, I'm done. I'm not going to watch anymore. I'm not going to look at anything else. I'm going to download, I'm going to request the key, make sure that gets all locked in, because it's like sent as, it's like an offer, and then they send you the key and all that kind of stuff. So, so then they did send me the key after I requested it, and so I got it, and now we're going to jump in. So let me switch over here to the main scene, and I'll have to real quick do an ad of the game source, which cuts the audio out, which is weird. That's one thing that I've found kind of odd. Like, you notice there was no audio in the intro portion, the countdown. And that was because whenever you leave the game, like if you click to a secondary window or something, it cuts out the audio, which I'm not a super fan of, but I didn't find a way to deal with it, and so we're just going to let it be the way it is. Oh, I hate when that happens, when it throws it up like that. I don't like auto mode either. I want to capture a specific window, and I want it to specifically be Solasta, and then we can resize it here to fit to screen, and then put it back underneath of everything like it's supposed to be. There we are. Easy as could be. So the thing I don't know is if in characters, if you want to create your character before you start the adventure, or if when you do new adventure it gives you the option to create a character. I don't know, but we're gonna click new adventure and see what happens. And it does have the tutorial here. I like the way it's perfectly spaced for a perfectly centered 16:9 frame here. That was good thinking, and I bet you that was intentional. I love that. Okay, tutorial for the new adventure. This screen allows you to start a new adventure known as Campaign in the world of Solasta. More campaigns are planned after the release of the game. You have to select 4 level 1 characters to start the Solasta campaign. Okay, so we're starting Crown of the Magister. That is the campaign. We can change the campaign to an individual campaign. That's cool. Difficulty, authentic tabletop rule set, explore, unfamiliar tactical RPGs in the rule set, prefer to focus on the story. I do prefer to focus on story, so these are the different difficulties you can have. Story mode, explorer mode, authentic mode, scavenger mode, cataclysm mode. Story mode is for players who prefer to focus on the story. Exploration and combat will be simplified. Explorer mode is for players unfamiliar with tactical RPGs or the rule set. Authentic mode is for players who want the authentic tabletop rule set. Scavenger mode is for players who are ready for a harder challenge. Cataclysm mode is for players looking to defy the odds who will suffer a lot. I like that. That's funny. I'm not going to do that, but I like that. It's amusing. And also, since it's early in the morning, I'm like, don't have my voice to me yet, which is really funny. So we'll see how that catches up. I want to do authentic because it's the authentic tabletop rule set, and that just sounds interesting to me. But I also want to do story because that's what I want to focus on. It's kind of the story that we're going through. But I think we'll go ahead and do authentic just because that's what the starter is. That's what they give you right out of the gate, and like the pre-selected option is authentic. So we'll do that. The new realms of Solasta turn their eyes toward the Badlands and its treasures, but war isn't the only threat looming over the Principality of Masgarth. Okay, so let's do our first character. We'll hit a select and see. Okay, so the tutorial for party setup. This pool lists the available characters that you can select for your adventures. Some characters have been generated by us if you want to quick start your adventure, but we advise you create your own party of 4 adventurers. Okay, so what we've got here are the various characters that they've already created, which rogue, fighter, wizard, cleric, ranger, paladin. But what we're gonna do is we are absolutely going to create a new character. So in Ancestry Selection, the first step of character creation is to select an ancestry, which will determine your appearance as well as your gameplay abilities listed on the right. Some ancestries offer a lineage sub-option to further refine the gameplay abilities of the character. So Hill Dwarf has 2 lineages. Hill Dwarfs are naturally skilled miners and craftsmen, gifted with keen senses, deep intuition, and remarkable resilience. Blocky and sturdy, they are fierce warriors and keepers of their ancestral culture and traditions. You know, what lineages do we have? So, one of 2 lineages, but it doesn't give me options. Select lineage. Oh, there. So use the arrow keys here to select your lineage. Lineage 2 is Snow Dwarf. Snow Dwarves are sturdy and adventurous, adapted to harsh terrain and low temperatures. Blocky, agile, and sturdy, they are fierce warriors and keepers of their ancestral cultural traditions. Oh, Jesus. That's not helpful. I can't lower the volume properly while still being able to see what's what with it. That's kind of frustrating. Okay. So, half-elf. Offspring of the human refugees from Termar and the Solastan elves, half-elves have the strength of their parents, versatile, charismatic, and gifted with dark vision and fey ancestry. They are always torn between 2 cultures. Like half-elves a lot. It's one of my main go-tos a lot of times. Humans, originally born on Termar and brought to Solasta before the Cataclysm, humans have adapted to their new world thanks to their unique talents, able to live anywhere and take any job. They are versatile above all else. High Elf. High Elves are descendants of the people who ruled Solasta for centuries. They are trained to use magic very early and have a gift for languages. They receive the traditional martial training of their people with swords and bows. Sylvan Elf. Yes. Born and raised in the eastern forests of Solasta, Sylvan Elves are trained to survive in the wilds and are particularly apt to survival. As their High Elf cousins, they are trained to fight with swords and bows since childhood. Marsh Halfling. Marsh Halflings have lived in the tradition of their ancestors who used to move, fight, and even sleep in swamp terrain. They are particularly sturdy compared to their island cousins, while being generally less likable and certainly no less courageous. And of course the island cousins, the island halfling. Island halflings are the children of adventurous halflings who left the northern marshes to venture south and settle in the sunny islands. Discreet and brave, they are inclined to be affable and get along well with others. Okay. So let's see. Interesting. So if we look at the actual abilities there. Charisma, dexterity. Okay, so here's the tricky part. The very tricky part here is building, and this is the same with D&D, building a character based on the story you have in your head versus building a character based on min-maxing your stats. That's always the trick when it comes to any game like this. It's tough for me because the character Vandrin that I play all the time was created under the concept of being a half-elf. So I need to turn this down in-game because it's too loud for my ears. So I'll get into that in a minute. I'll turn it to like 50% or something. It's currently at 75%. It's still quite loud. But Sylvan Elf really fits well as well. So that is another option, of course. But I kind of like the idea of having a Sylvan Elf backup character. So we'll do the half elf first, and we'll build that out as our Vandrin character. So that will be that character. Class selection. A character class determines a profession, granting specific features listed on the right. New powers and even subclasses are granted at higher levels of experience. Each class also offers a set of equipment which you can customize. Okay. So we have the Cleric. Clerics are the servants of their chosen deity. In exchange for their faith and service, they are granted miraculous powers as long as they constrain themselves to following their god's creed and performing their religion's rituals. Fighter. Fighters are trained in the arts of combat. They are adept with most weapons, but often choose to specialize. All fighters can use armor, shields, and ranged weapons. Paladin. Paladins are elite warriors who have sworn unbreakable holy oaths to fight evil. In addition to their weapons and armor, they wield divine powers and clerical spells. Ranger. Wanderers of Solasta's wilderness, Rangers are trained survivalists, fierce in battle and stealthy hunters. Excellent trackers and archers, they also have some spellcasting ability. Rogue. Rogues are versatile first and foremost. They use their natural talents to master various skills and find their own way to thrive. Generally resourceful, they are known for their cunning and ability to launch deadly sneak attacks. Wizard. Wizards spend their lives studying magic, learning more and more powerful and wondrous spells. Despite their weakness in physical combat, their magical abilities make them dangerous foes. So Vandrin, as I created him originally in a story that I created ages ago, like when I was a child, was always a ranger before I knew what rangers were. Then I found Lord of the Rings and Aragorn. I was like, oh, ranger, yeah, he's a ranger. And then I found Dungeons and Dragons, and even further was like, yes, Vandrin's a ranger. So ranger for sure. I love that it changes your gear like instantly over here. That's super cool. So you get kind of a little like test fit of like the type of gear that'd be most common. What's wizard look like? Interesting. Wizard looks a little spicy. But definitely ranger, as we'd said before. So this is cool here. Class features at higher levels. You can just show the features granted at higher levels. So you can click on this and actually see how your character is going to level, depending on which class, which is really cool. Level 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way up to 10, it seems like. And that's neat. Then you can do your favorite enemy. So this is something you would also be able to do in general. So favorite enemy, I don't know the story. That's what's interesting. I don't know what enemies may be within the world that I would want to be kind of prepared for or whatever. It does give you kind of a little bit of option. Aberration. Aberrations are utterly alien beings. Many of them have innate magic abilities drawn from the creature's alien mind rather than the mystical forces of the world. Beast. Beasts are non-humanoid creatures that are a natural part of fantasy ecology. Some of them have magical powers, but most are unintelligent and lack any society or language. Celestial. Celestials are creatures native to the upper planes. Many of them are the servants of deities, employed as messengers or agents in the mortal realm and throughout the planes. Celestials are good by nature, so the exceptional celestial who strays from A good alignment is a horrifying rarity. Construct. Constructs are made, not born. Some are programmed by their creators to follow a simple set of instructions, while others are imbued with sentience and capable of independent thought. Dragon. Dragons are large reptilian creatures of ancient origin and tremendous power. True dragons, including the good metallic dragons and the evil chromatic dragons, are highly intelligent and have innate magic. Elemental. Elementals are creatures native to the elemental planes. Some creatures of this type are little more than animate masses of their respective elements, including the creatures simply called elementals. Others have biological forms infused with elemental energy. Fae. Fae are magical creatures closely tied to the forces of nature. They dwell in twilight groves and misty forests. Fiend. Fiends are creatures of wickedness that are native to the lower planes. A few are the servants of deities, but many more labor under the leadership of archdevils and demon princes. Evil priests and mages sometimes summon fiends to the material world to do their bidding. If an evil celestial is a rarity, a good fiend is almost inconceivable. It's probably going to be fiend that we go with, so I'll just click that now. Let's see, then we've got giant. Giants tower over humans and their kind. They are human-like in shape, though some have multiple heads or deformities. The 6 varieties of true giant are hill giants, stone giants, frost giants, fire giants, cloud giants, and storm giants. Beside these, creatures such as ogres and trolls are also giants. Monstrosity. Monstrosities are monsters in the strictest sense. Frightening creatures that are not ordinary, not truly natural, and almost never benign. Some are the results of magical experimentation gone awry, and others are the product of terrible curses. They defy categorization and in some senses serve as a catch-all category for creatures that don't fit into any other type. Ooze. Oozes are gelatinous creatures that rarely have a fixed shape. They are mostly subterranean, dwelling in caves and dungeons, and feeding on refuse, carrion, or creatures unlucky enough to get their way. Plant. Plant is the context. Plant in this context are vegetable creatures, not ordinary flora. Some of them are ambulatory and some are carnivorous. The quintessential plants are the shambling mound and the treant. Fungal creatures also fall into this category. And then undead. Undead are once living creatures brought to a horrifying state of undeath through their practice of necromantic magic or some unholy curse. So yeah, Fiend does fit the most. They're just like evil characters, basically. So Natural Explorer, you're adept at living and traveling in a certain type of terrain. You have forest, mountain, swamp, grassland, desert, and Arctic and coastal. Forest is the correct one for Bandrin. Let's see. So you can edit equipment here too. So you can have either leather armor, which gives you, which you guys can't see right now on the screen here. It gives you, actually what happens if I hit this button? Oh, okay. I see what it does. So it doesn't do just the game. Let's switch back to main. So leather armor is a light armor, which gives you an AC, which is an armor class, to 11, plus a dexterity bonus. And then scale mail, which is AC set to 14, plus a dex bonus. Stealth disadvantage with scale mail. It's considered a medium armor. You can have short sword times 2, which is 1d6 damage, or you can choose to select from these two options over here. I am curious, it does not give you... Okay, let's see if it gave you like a sword option here. It does not. So we'll do short sword times 2 because he's a dual wielding character as always. He is a longbow user, and longbow gives you 30 space, close range, and a max range of 120 with a 1d8 damage. And then a short bow gives you 16 close range, 64 long range, and a 1d6 damage. The longbow is just in general better. Dungeoneers Pack, which you guys can now see up there, is a backpack, torch with 10 torches, ration pouch, potion of healing, Antitoxin and projectile parts. Explorer's Pack is a backpack with 5 torches, ration pouch, healing remedy, projectile parts, small smith toolkit. So I like what it has already on here. I'm a little torn on the armor. Scale mail with a disadvantage to stealth, but an AC of 14 versus an AC of 11. Leather makes more sense. Oh, I like how it changed over here. The second you selected it, it changes. But scale mail, just like, one, it looks cooler. And 2, it fits more with the character. Well, it does it or doesn't it, I wonder. We'll keep scale mail. I'm a little torn on that one, but we'll go ahead and keep it for now. I'm sure we could potentially come back. Background selection. A background determines a character's history prior to their adventuring life. The background offers equipment and proficiencies, but also the ability to select personality flags. These determine the social behavior of the character during narrative sequences. Alignment. Is that what here? Okay, yes that is here. In addition to the personality flags offered by your background, you must also select 2 personality flags as dispatched on the ethical axes of law, chaos, and good, evil. In Solasta, the alignment is a second form of personality customization. You can reinforce personality traits by selecting the same flag twice. Flags will not affect gameplay, choices, or dialogue options, but simply modify the way your character speaks, their tone, and manners. The resulting personality is summarized at the bottom left of the screen, where the deepest color represents the strongest personality, and the lightest the not strongest. Okay, so here are our options here. Academic, you had 2 passions growing up, history and magic. Your teachers saw your interests and ensured that your potential was nurtured. Your mission in life is to discover the secrets of the past, both magical and mundane. So you took your backpack and set out to discover the wonders of Solasta for yourself. Acolyte. You have spent your life in the service of a temple to a specific god or pantheon of gods. You act as an intermediary between the realm of the holy and the mortal world, performing sacred rites and offering sacrifices in order to conduct worshippers into the presence of the divine. Aristocrat. Born among the lords of your people, you have received a higher education. Your manners and speech are formal and rigid. You have difficulties when dealing with low-ranking individuals. A life of privilege gave you enough perks to start your adventure life with a comfortable package. Lawkeeper. As a former deputy, you have an instinct for spotting trouble and the force of personality to nip it in the bud. After a while, keeping the peace in the Principality of Masgarth, though dealing with petty criminals every day just wasn't enough. You took what you had learned and embarked on a life of travel and discovery. Lowlife. Born in the streets, you have always been discarded by most commoners and learned to survive with close to nothing. This made you tough and resourceful. Manners and education are not your strong suit, but you have learned to compensate with other qualities. Philosopher. You have spent almost all of your life reading books and learning about the world of Solasta and even others. You're passionate about knowledge and an expert when it comes to understanding. Now you've decided to take a new path to explore and discover the world by yourself. Sellsword. You spent your youth in a company of mercenaries, and since then your fighting skills have been put to the service of gold. Companionship and bloodshed have forged your character and made you both tough and bitter. Spy. You have spent years working as a low-level diplomatic aide, learning the tricks of spycraft between the Principality, the New Empire, and the Kingdom of Galavan. You have chosen not to take sides and never became an official spy, but you have retained your skills necessary for emancipation. Academic was history and magic. Secrets of the past, magical and mundane. Philosopher. I actually think academic fits the best. I mean, really, it's like hero or like folk hero is Vandrin's actual class stuff in D&D, because he's a D&D character too. So we'll have academic here, and wow, it gives you so many options. Formal personality of academic. Complete sentences with technical or academic vocabulary. Casual, speaks like most folks do. Neither overly formal nor overly colloquial. Personality score of 30, I like that. So we have background personality flags. Choose 2. Pragmatism, which is a tendency to value practicality over principles. Lawfulness, a tendency to follow rules, laws, and order rather than chaos. Egoism, a tendency to put oneself, friends, and family first at the expense of others. Greed, a tendency to value wealth and comfort above all else. So egoism doesn't sound right, but it is pretty much right. So putting oneself, friends, and family first. Oneself, their friends, and their family first. That does fit. So just select 2. So you can single select that and you can double select these. So we'll do, I mean, follow rules. It's a little interesting because I would rather follow like my own rules as opposed to like the rules imposed. So so we'll go pragmatism there. Altruism, a tendency to always try to help those in need. Yes. Kindness, a tendency to care about others, preferring to make friends rather than enemies. Pragmatism, a tendency to value practicality over principles. Lawfulness, a tendency to follow rules, laws, and order rather than chaos. Authority, a tendency to enforce rules and beliefs with authority and leadership. Greed, a tendency to value wealth and comfort above all else. Caution, a tendency to take care of one's own safety above all else. Violence, a tendency to solve problems with violence even when there are other options. Egoism, a tendency to put friends, family, and yourself above others at their expense. Cynicism, tendency to scoff at principles and values. Kindness, tendency to care about others, preferring to make friends rather than enemies. I would say that one, honestly, fits the best. Okay. So yeah, those just kind of fit the best. It makes the most sense. Oh, interesting. So the background features give you actual stuff. Proficient in Arcana, Nature, and Insight, which is actually accurate for the character. Runaway Antiquarian, you still have ties to antiquarians and your relationship with them is already good. Additional languages, you get to choose 2 additional languages, which is super cool. Enchanter, which is also with the character. Proficient with Manikalon Rosary. Supposed to be useful in enchanted items. Cool. Actually, that academic really did line up with the way the character should be, so that's really cool. Ability scores. Ability scores are the 6 core attributes defining where your character excels: strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma, with values from 3 to 20. The bonus under each score is applied to any relevant action. For example, the strength bonus is added to attack rolls based on strength. Ability scores can be generated in several ways, either randomly or using a point system. Classes have preferred ability scores, for example, intelligence for a wizard, so make sure your character's highest scores are in their class primary abilities. All characters' ancestries provide a bonus to some ability scores, leading to an interesting ancestry/class synergies. Ability scores can be increased at levels 4, 8, and so on, so every even level. Fighters increase even more so often. Oh boy. Okay, so we're gonna re-roll the dice because it's just appropriate to roll them. So point by, yeah, so we're gonna roll the dice here and then we're gonna select where things belong. Alright, so roll 6 bill using 46. I could Where are my dice at? Oh, my dice are over there, I think. No, they're down here. I could actually roll dice. So I assume, yeah, we grab and move. So, drag and drop, blah, 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 as a range. Okay, so here's something interesting. Oh, interesting. Okay. So, ability score increases, charisma +2, increase 2 other scores by 1 point each. So, as a ranger, your most important ability scores are dexterity, wisdom, and constitution. Okay, so we got a +2 from our ancestry on charisma already, which is cool. So we need dexterity, constitution, and wisdom. So we'll do dex, and wisdom. And then we'll put a 10 in charisma, and then we'll do, these are actually pretty good rolls. I mean, they're all above average. Average would be 10, so 10 is average or up. I feel like strength should be decent instead of not decent, but so, oh gosh, how do I, oh, I can't full, I'll just stick with this. So intelligence, I can boost that there, right? Yeah. Okay, yeah, so if I want, apparently I can just add a thing there, which is neat. And then we'll do, it's too bad I can't add another one. To boost strength so much. Yeah, I really want to just go back 1. Yeah, we can just redo everything. So 14 there, 14 there, 13 there. We had a 10 in charisma. We'll put the 10 in strength, and then the intelligence will make better. Then we'll add 1 to strength there, which makes it just a +0. So that's really not that bad. And then we'll do nothing else because we've already done our intelligence up by 1 there. Interesting. So we do we've done strength by up 1. Yeah, let's do intelligence. I like that one. I like the way that sounds. Proficiencies. This stage lets you acquire proficiency in various fields of expertise. Your class and ancestry determine a set of proficiencies or range of options to choose from. The right side of the screen lets you choose your proficiencies by type and origin, and you must spend all your points before you can proceed. Most attacks and ability checks use the proficiency bonus to determine your efficiency. This bonus starts at +2 and increases at levels 5 and 9 and etc. So odds. It is added to action rolls when the, oh, it's not really odds, it's just random. Where the character is proficient. Saving throws, ability checks, attack rolls using a proficient weapon, and magical attacks and spell difficulty class. Okay, so Ancestry Skills. So we can select proficiencies here. So, okay. So those are things I'm already proficient with, looks like. Okay, those are languages. I don't know why it doesn't give me the option to select more. Proficient with Dix, okay. So I select these things. Okay, so the dark ones, like this, are ones that have already been done. And then the light ones with a little plus sign are ones that can be added. Oh god. And then let's see here. Okay. Hang. So we'll do stealth. We want stealth proficiency. And stealth is just stealth check when you attempt to hide or whatnot. I like the idea of being able to persuade. Perception, of course. And then survival, I think. And then investigation. Okay, and then here's my extra languages that I can have. What's Terran? A dialect of the primordial language. Spoken by creatures from the elemental plane of Earth, those otherwise related to the Earth in some way. If I have Common, I have Elvish. Dwarvish, Old Tremerian. Can I have that? No. Okay, so Goblin. It's even simpler than Orcish. So valid for role-playing purposes. Not used in Crash. Oh, it's not used in the main campaign. So the eyes are not used in the campaign, so they're pointless to have if you're doing the main campaign. So we'll just do Dwarvish and oh. And then we can have this. Old Tremerian. Okay. And then I can also have Orcish. Okay, cool. I like that. I think that makes sense. Alright, so we've done all of our efficiencies. Now we get to make the character. Alright, you guys ready for 4.5 hours of identity? The character creation screen? This final stage of the character creation allows you to customize the appearance and identity of a character. You can freely select all available options, and a valid first name is required to complete the character creation process. First name, Vandrin. Last name, why does his hair look so ridiculous? Male. Let's get this hair back to probably 0, which is nothing, right? Nope. Okay, so we got 1, 2. Okay, so we'll just stop there because that's fairly similar. We'll go no beard to start with, and then, I mean, he's outside all the time, so slightly darker skin than the base. There. Can you be pink? Oh my god, you can be so many freaking colors. This is cool. You can be a green person? A pink person? That's neat. The character is not those things though, so we'll just deal with that. Wow, you can have any color of hair you want? That's super cool. The eyes are way too close together there though. So we'll start with face 1. Zoom out at all? No. Eye color is, of course, nice, vibrant green. Which is the most vibrant? That's the most foresty. What's the most foresty one? We'll go get nice dark brown hair. There we go. Face 2. So far we're on face 2. Where I'm leaning. 2, nah. Maybe 4. Definitely not that one, definitely not that one. So there's 2. What's the difference there? A little more slender, I guess. It's a little more rounded and then a little more slender. 2 looks too young. Okay, so we'll go 4. And then the hair shape that's probably perfect, but we'll go through the rest of them just to see what we've got. That looks horrible. That's just silly. I can see that one not working for this character, but working for a character. That almost works too, but definitely does not. Hey, it looks like Aaron's hair in ESO. There are a lot of hair options, that's for sure. Okay, so number 2 is perfect. So we can add a beard, but I don't think we're going to. Yeah, we're gonna go no on the beard. Oh wow, we can make him old. He's not old though. Physique. Muscle man. Sleight of build. We go a little bit. What about a 30%, I'd say? About there-ish. Yeah, because that's a little too thin, and that's way too much. 50%'s not bad. He's a half elf, so there, we'll go there. Around 30%.
Well done. I really must be more careful. How could I miss it?
I trained hard for this.
Oh god, no.
You have trained well.
Voice 1 for sure. Oh my god, are we about to be done with our first character? Oh, this is exciting. It's taken an hour to do, almost an hour to do this. So it's taken I guess it's only taken really like a half hour because I did the intro and stuff. That's cool. All right, so there's our first character. So I'm really interested in this game, and so I'm going to make more characters for sure here. We're gonna make everything out into our full stuff. So I've already got an idea for a Sylvan Elf. The sort of problem was I kind of thought of her as a ranger too. We need a cleric though. Let's double check here. Let's do a dwarven cleric. So I like the idea of a hill dwarf. That seems like someone that would be around with this character. We've got 4 total. So we're gonna do probably a... Ooh, yeah, like a Bilbo type rogue character would be cool too. So do the hill dwarf, well, no, we could, good grief, this is so, you could do a high, yeah, we'll do a high elf cleric. Divine domains, ooh. Interesting. Ooh, wow, okay, wow, this is a lot. Subclasses are granted at level 1. Elemental, fire, you get specific spells. This is an intense game. Hats off to the developers of this game because there is so much in here. This is incredible. Wow, there's so many options. So, element of fire domain allows the cleric to become one with the elements. The fire subdomain makes you less vulnerable to fire damage and grants you fire-based attacks. Ice does the thing with ice. Elemental does it with the elements. The lightning subdomain makes you less vulnerable. Okay, sweet. So these are all elemental here. So those are fire, ice, lightning, and then sun. Sun domain encompasses the powers of cleansing light and warmth of the sun itself. Clerics who embrace this domain are beacons of light in a world of darkness. Kind of digging that a lot. Battle. The battle domain grants powerful combat spells. The clerics can deal damage as well as providing frontline healing. Law domain focuses on protecting the innocent and punishing the guilty, granting powers and spells to control and tame the unlawful. Life domain casts the life domain focuses on the vibrant positive energy, one of the fundamental forces of the universe that sustains all life and grants unrivaled healing abilities. Oblivion domain shows the darker aspects of Mariki, that of the goddess of death. It's the death domain cleric. Clerics who choose this domain consider life and death as part of the same greater cycle and can use necromantic spells as well as any other. Insight domain focuses on learning, memory, and deduction. Those who embrace this domain are renowned for their knowledge and wisdom. So life is like ultra healing, it looks like. So yeah, so here's the main abilities you start with. Switching dark vision. Okay, yeah. We're gonna go with life. Makes the most sense. And then equipment, scale mail or warhammer, but you can't select it, I guess. So mace or warhammer. Okay, so we're going mace. Scale mail or leather. We'll go with scale mail just to keep our people beefy. Light crossbow and crossbow bolts or dagger, hand axe, javelin, another mace, short bow, spear. I kind of like the spear idea. .64 range. What's a spear got? Oh wow, okay. Oh, so we got good range on the other. And realistically, we want our cleric to stay alive. D6, 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 D8 for light crossbow. Javelin's a D6, hand axe D6, daggers a D4, clubs a D4. Short bow is a D6 and light crossbow is a D8. I guess we'll stick with the light crossbow. Priest's pack, candles, ration pouch, healing remedy, crafting scroll of cure wounds, scroll over vivify. Oh, we're gonna keep that for sure. Just got a shield. Oh, we take the... No, we can't. Let's say we take the shield off, then maybe we get the warhammer. We're good here. Validate that. I'm going to try to do this one quicker since we don't have to necessarily go through each individual thing, but where it is different, I will go over the differences. Clerics and paladins have to choose one of Solasta's deities when created. For a cleric, the selected deity offers a range of divine domains to specialize into. The selected divine domain grants automatically prepared spells, the ability to channel divinity, as well as new powers at higher levels. So a rune is the primordial god of the elements and patron of adventurers, peasants, hermits, and all others who value nature above civilization. The oldest of the Termarian deities, a rune is the one to whom humanity first prayed while struggling to survive in the hostile environment. His spouse is Mariki, the goddess of life and death. His energy is divided into 3 main branches, each attached to one of Aaron's powers: fire, ice, and lightning. It's neutral alignment. Lawful good is Einar, is the god of valor and fidelity and the patron of paladins, lawful warriors, and those who bring light to darkness. The Church of Einar is organized into 3 orders. The Blade is a militant order, a bulwark against chaos and evil. The Shield is an order of protectors devoted to their flock. The Beacon is an order of itinerant is an order of preachers helping the communities through which they travel with their strength and at arms, their healing skills, and their knowledge of law. Mariki, the goddess of life and death, the patron of healers and embalmers, and the embodiment of universal duality. Traditionally, she is Arun's wife. Our cult consists of 2 orders. The Order of Life travels the Order of Life region travels the land as healers and defenders. They worship the healing, motherly aspects of Reiki. The Order of Oblivion is an order of avengers and embalmers, where evil tries to pervert the cycle of life and death. The order ensures that their culprits are dealt with, and their undead victims return to their rest. Kind of digging that double life situation. Let's see what Pakri is. Pakri is the goddess of law and knowledge, patron of judges and lawyers, teachers, librarians, and scholars. She gifted humans with the thirst for knowledge so they could learn and develop their society and the law which preserves civilization. Her clergy is divided into 2 orders. The Order of Book includes the most learned lawyer priests in the world. The Order of the Owl sends its members across the land to help those in need of protection and justice. Reiki and life, I think. Just seems like the most. We'll just double up on that stay alive. I mean, it's the Cleric. Let's see. So we'll say she's probably an acolyte, because she spent her life in service of her deity, right? And she could be an aristocrat, but I think that this just makes more sense. Background personalities: tendency to follow rules, law and order, and then chaos. Tendency to take care of one's own safety. No. A tendency to solve problems with violence, even with her other options. Altruism: help those in need, and we'll do lawfulness because it just makes sense. We're going to help those in need, and she's going to be kind. We're going to reroll the dice again. That's how you do it. Oof. Oof. These 8s. So we'll do wisdom, constitution, strength. We've already got a dexterity +2 from Ancestry, so thank God. We'll say Dexter. Well, it's +2, but not +2. Yeah, so it's +2 just base level because of her ancestry, but it's +0 to the modifier or whatever. We'll do. How intelligent is she? She's wiser than she is intelligent, I would say for sure. So we'll do that. Wisdom -1. Oh no. Yeah, we'll reset that. We'll do 16, 16, 15. And then we had our dexterity was 1 low. Oh man, it's gonna be a -1 no matter what, right? Yeah. Alright, well. She's probably more charismatic than she is intelligent. Wisdom, constitution, and strength. She's strong though, which is cool. Hey boy. Anything under a 10 always makes me nervous. Alrighty, so we're gonna definitely select medicine because duh. And I guess we have to select, oh, we can select persuasion. So if you're proficient in it, but you have a -1, so it doesn't benefit anything. Oh, so, oh, okay, so that counteracts it then. Okay, cool. Ancestry Language. So she is a high elf. Let's say, we'll just add the stuff that we did on the other one. Kind of makes sense. They're like grouped up together like this. Hold on, I have to respond to a message because it's annoying me. Sorry about that. And so next up we've done our background languages, we've done our class skills. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, so this is where things get really different from previous, because this is your class skills. Each class is going to have a completely different situation here. So spells and magic. Some classes have access to magic spells right away, while others have to reach a higher level or select a subclass. This screen lets you choose which spells the character will be able to cast. Some classes and ancestries have access to cantrips. The character must select the allotted cantrips from the list provided. Cantrips are simple spells which can be cast infinitely without spending a spell slot, as opposed to main spells. Each provides a list of spells tailored to the class flavor. For example, clerics have healing spells, while wizards can harness the power of the elements. Some classes can access all the spells from there, while others, like the wizard, must collect them in their spellbook. And finally, some classes require you to select and prepare their spells through a long rest, while others are free to use their known spells provided they have the remaining spell slots. Okay. So these are cantrips we're selecting, and these are all the cantrips listed. So Acid Splash, launch an Acid Bolt, Annoying Bee, Chill Touch, deal damage to one enemy and prevent healing for a limited time. Create dancing lights that move at your command. Ooh, light. Powerful light for a limited amount of time. Firebolt. Dazzle. Lower the target's AC. Shine. An enemy you can see becomes luminous for a while. Shadow Dagger. Launch Illusionary Dagger. Shadow Armor. Grants 3 temporary hit points for 1 minute. She's got a good strength though. Ray of Frost. Launch a freezing ray at enemy damaged. To damage and slow them. Shocking Grasp. Damage and daze an enemy on a successful touch. Sparkle. Target up to 3 objects that can be illuminated. Light them up immediately. Increase your chance to hit target you can see 1 time. So we're gonna do light, I guess. And then guidance. Intimidation cantrip. Resistance, grant an ally 1-time bonus to saving throws. Each ally's ability checks for a limited time. Strike an enemy with radiant damage. Spare the dying. Yeah, we have to do that. Sacred Flame. And guidance. Yeah. Those are the ones. Perfect. Now we can make her look pretty. Let's do Aaliyah, and let's do Violent. Do I have any clerics from my campaigns that I could use? She is a high elf. So It actually seems like it's easier for me to name male characters than female characters. Annalie. Dremonteri. Annalie Dremonteri. That's the name we'll go with. She's gonna be green. No, I'm kidding. She's not gonna be green. See, this is what people mean when they mean olive, I think, because that looks like an olive color. So actually, maybe that's olive. So that's kind of olive-y. We'll just go with that. What kind of hair do we want? I mean, she's a cleric. Guess I'm gonna stick with that hair because I like that. So, cleric of life. What says life? Take that color. I think kind of that jam with the white. They're white or a blonde color. Pinkish. Dark purple look like. It's like black. Kind of like the purple, actually. Purple, go with. She have purple eyes too. Nah, it goes together too much. Green eyes, purple hair, green. See, this is the tough part. I like the vibrancy of that. This isn't. Oh, maybe it does work. Kind of like that color. It's the hair shape that's the problem. That looks more like a barbarian. Oh, there we go. That's a nice hairstyle. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. So these hairstyles are all different from what the other ones were, of course. Didn't even think of that. Again, she's a cleric. High elf cleric. It just looks weird for me. It just looks too old. And, oh my god. Sorry about that. The door randomly opened on me. I really dislike that happening. But that is what happened. And now my cat is in here because somebody feels the need to throw the cat in every time they see the cat anywhere. She likes being outside. She chooses to be outside. But anyways, that's neither here nor there nor related to the game. So we'll continue on with our creation here. Like that. It's too messy. This doesn't have enough in the front. Then there was one that was really good. That one. I think we're gonna go with this. I think it just makes the most sense. Physique. She's a cleric. but she does wield a mace. Give her just a little more. She's not gonna be old, but I just wanted to see what it looked like. See the voices.
I take no prisoners.
Once more we prevail.
Don't lose hope.
No.
What a fantastic leap. Don't lose hope. You can take it. Light will guide us. Go on.
I don't like it either. I'm impressed.
I think I like that one the most. Yeah, no, we're gonna do just a little bit, about a 10% on physique, I think. And we'll check the face a little bit. Face 1, 2, 3. Do we start with face 1 or start face 2? Face 2, I guess. Right? Yes? Yes. Okay. We've done it! We have our second character. Only 2 more. That one only took 20 minutes. So now let's do our Bilbo character. Bilbo is a rogue, by the way. So in rogues, you get archetypes. So you get thief, which thieves have honed their skills in the larcenous arts. In addition to improving their agility and stealth, they learn skills useful for delving into ancient ruins, reading unfamiliar languages, and using magic items as they normally couldn't employ. Dark Weavers are trained by a secret society that extends throughout the kingdoms. They have developed their techniques to improve their mobility in all 3 dimensions and mastered the art of poison crafting. Shadowcasters are trained in arcane magic as well as in roguish abilities. They are tricksters who use their magic to make their moves even more unpredictable and unstoppable. Some believe they don't really exist. Okay. Wow, I kind of wanted to do this, but this class doesn't look that great. I really want to win. Let's cancel that. Yeah, and then we'll do another new character. We'll do... I think I want a barbarian in here. So we'll do... which would be a fighter in this, I think. Actually, maybe a wizard. Do a human wizard. Or a human fighter might be kind of nice. Martial Archetypes Champion. Champions focus on the raw physical power, honed to deadly perfection. Those who model themselves on this archetype combine rigorous training with physical excellence to deal devastating blows. Mountaineers are trained to fight in difficult terrain and confined spaces. They are capable skirmishers and know how to take advantage of small spaces given the right opportunity. A Spellblade, skilled with arcane magic as with their weapons. This versatility is a weapon in itself, often surprising enemies who tend to think an armored fighter cannot cast spells. Ooh. I like that a lot, actually. We're gonna go with that. Equipment, chainmail, or leather longbow, and da-da-da. So we've got... $16. I mean, fighters are gonna be up close, so that's the way to do it. Long sword and shield, or +2 to AC is nice. Or we could do longsword and longsword. Just two whirling dervish longsword nonsense. Great axe, shield, great sword. No. Morning star, rapier. Short sword. Why would you do a short sword when you can do other things? Yeah, why would you choose 1d6 when you could do more than 1d6? I like the idea of the up close and personal, I think. Do a longsword. Light crossbow or two hand axes. I mean, just in case, it's probably not bad to have a little bit of range available, but it's not going to be as necessary, I don't think, for him. So he's going to be a sellsword, a fighter on top of fighter, I think. Cynicism, scoff for principles and values, violence, solve problems with violence, even there are other options. Yeah, we'll do that. And then we'll do... the killer or the kind heart. Oh. Vulgar. I don't like vulgarity. He's just always gonna be vulgar? Alright. Oh, it's because of the sellsword. Fine. We'll make him aristocrat. he's an aristocrat. He's a former wealthy one. He's got altruism. He wants to help people, and he puts his own stuff first. Let's say he's lawful and a lawful altruist. I mean, that's why he's here. He's here to fight for people. Reroll the dice. Ooh, a 6. Jesus. That's awful. So, fighter, strength, constitution, dexterity. We'll just do those in order. Strength, whatever. Dexterity and constitution. And then we'll say that he is... We'll say he's charismatic. And he's world-wise, but not intelligent. Oh boy. Some character classes allow the selection of a fighting style. This fighting style grants you specific advantages to using combat techniques and equipment. Some character classes are granted a secondary fighting style at higher levels. Archery, +2 to attack rolls with ranged weapons. Defense, while you're wearing armor, you gain a +1 bonus to AC. Dueling, when you are wielding a melee weapon in one hand and no other weapons, you gain a +2 bonus to damage rolls with that weapon. When you roll a 1 or a 2 on a damage die for an attack you make with a melee weapon that you are wielding with 2 hands, you can re-roll the die. You must use the new roll even if it is a 1 or a 2. The weapon must have the two-handed or versatile property for you to gain this benefit. Protection. When a creature you can see attacks a target other than you that is within 5 feet of you, you can use a reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack roll. You must be wielding a shield. 2-weapon fighting. Engage due to your ability modifier, damage second attack. Okay, so dueling. Best one. Because a shield's not a weapon, as far as I would classify. Okay, so... he is going to be... let's say he is an athletic... acrobat? An athletic survivalist, maybe? And then he knows Elvish because he's got elves in the party, and he's aristocratic, so he's gonna know just Dwarvish, and then Old Temerian as well. Next over to that, and then let's Origin. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Darian Al Toro. Darian Al Toro from the Al Toro family. Yeah, that works. Make him ultra pale? Nah, he's an outside man. He's a rich guy, so we give no beard on this guy because he's. Jeez Louise. Is there a wealthy man's hairstyle? That's kind of probably it. Could be the rich kid that ran away. Oh Jesus, that's horrifying. Make that one work. Let's see, what color are his eyes? Got a lavender eye, would be interesting. Maybe the Al Toro family styling. So he's a 50%. Seasoned fighter, even at a young age. I'm actually digging that, that works.
We're coming. You are a true savior.
Such athleticism. What strength. That was simplicity itself.
Undignified. You're still in the fight, my friend. You really must be more careful. That was simplicity itself.
Okay. We'll do that. And then select. Did I capitalize that? I don't know. And then I'll add. I did. I capitalized that. So well. Create another character here, and we'll do. We don't have a wizard. Maybe a dwarvish wizard would be kind of cool. I'll do human wizard. A female human wizard. Orb. Quarterstaff. Scholars Pack. Explorers Pack. Yeah, Spellbook. And then she is going to be History and Magic. Yeah. That's not even a question. And Egoism. And she wants money. She is. Say they're combining features that they're altruistic. That's so far they've all been that. So, but she's also going to be greedy. Reroll. Oh, that's slow. Intelligence, Constitution, Dexterity. So intelligence though is high, which is good. And then Constitution, dexterity. Though I kind of want her to have that wisdom. She's got no strength though. Let's say maybe because she's so greedy, she doesn't have good charisma. We'll do 17 on Constitution. Stay alive. I don't know why dexterity is important there. I think wisdom would make more sense. It does. It just makes more sense. Like, I know that it says right there that dexterity is an important one to do or whatever, but it just makes more sense. So we're gonna go with that setup. I mean, she's got the intelligence maxed out, so that's pretty good balance over their total in the end anyways. I'm cool with that. We'll say she is a historian a bit, maybe? And then investigation for greediness. Ultramarine, of course. And Elvish, of course. And then we'll say... It's not... We'll say that. Terran. I don't think it's part of the thing. Okay, now here's where things are going to get a little wild, I think. Just choosing spells and stuff. We'll have her be a fighter with her stuff, so... We'll do Firebolt, I think, for her. Kind of the elements. And then... Shadow Armor. Okay. And this is interesting. I can select 6 things. So we're gonna do Identify. We're gonna do Detect Magic because she's looking for things. I just like Magic Missile a lot. And we'll do Shield, of course. It's a classic. And Mage Armor, and then Charm Person. And then, let's see here. Difference there. Whatever, we'll go with that one. Actually, kind of like that face. I do not like the hair, though. Oh, that hair fits well with her from the front, at least, unfortunately. That could work. And then... do... basic blues. I think the brown eyes just kind of work. It's nice, subtle, the brown hair, the auburn brownish hair. It works. And then we'll keep her slight.
Well struck.
You have them now.
It seems effortless.
We are coming.
One for sure. And then what kind of name do we want to give her? Don't know. Leave me the fuck alone. And... I'm trying to think of a name. It's always the hardest part is the names, and I've had to name 4 characters, but 1 I already had set easily. Okay, did that capitalize the R? Am I seeing things? It did. Erilyn. Erilyn. What if she doesn't have a last name? Erilyn Vindex. Erilyn Vindar. Go with that one. Evie. Perfect. Alright, that's exciting. So we've got Vandrin, Annalie, Darian, and Erilyn. Change his name, but whatever, we'll leave it. Actually, can I do that here? No. No, I don't want to stop the setup. We'll just leave his name extra capitalized, and then we're gonna go ahead and start the game finally. Oh, kind of nervous. It's exciting. This is like this is cool. I really dig this so far. That was just the setup. That was well over an hour and a half of setup.
Before the Cataclysm, there were no gods on Solasta. No humans either. Then, the rift opened. Some say it was a magical accident, or the work of an evil god. No one knows for sure. The Cataclysm destroyed the old High Elf Empire. Manacalon, they called it, and twisted the land beyond recognition. Now, only the brave and the foolish go there, in search of ancient treasures. But something is happening deep in those Badlands. Whatever it is, it can't be good.
Is year 124 Cataclysm, new states written on Badland, new discovered road is safer route, Legacy Council is formed. Okay, we get to read all this in a minute. Sorry, I'm getting a message. Again, it would be really great if the people who actively know that I'm streaming don't send me a million messages while I'm streaming. Like, if I tell you I'm streaming, you don't need to ask me if I'm streaming this morning. Good grief. It is the year 1024 after the Cataclysm. New states have arisen around the Badlands and crave its treasures. A newly discovered road offers a safer route into the ruined heart of the Empire from the Principality of Masgarth, upsetting the balance of power. The Legacy Council is formed to ensure that this knowledge is shared. It issues a call for agents to explore the Badlands in its name. Adventurers flock to Caer Keflen, the Principality's capital and the home of the Council. 4 strangers meet in the Gravekeep's Cask, close to the Council chambers.
This beer tastes like donkey piss. Not that I'm complaining.
Oh, great.
Is this the place for the Legacy Council job? Hope I'm not too late.
Ran into a bit of trouble on the way here. Take a load off. There's plenty of donkey piss to go around.
If you're here for the council job, get in line. Though if this Lord Karen doesn't show up soon, I may go looking for him. Another round, barkeeper. 4 of your finest flagons of donkey piss, please.
I see you're all making the best of this.
We do what we have to. So what's this trouble you were telling us about?
I was proceeding down the highway, minding my own business, when 3 brigands burst from the bushes and waylaid me. They carried me off to some ramshackle prison, an imperial ruin of some sort. Fortunately, the walls were as weak as this indifferent ale we're drinking.
Oh gosh, are we starting with her little story here? Oh, we are. Wow, okay. New quest started, escape the bandits' prison. Okay. Escape the bandits' prison. Find a way out. Bandits left you inside a ruined cell. Okay. Okay, so you just click and you can move. Tutorial character selection and basic movement. Select your character by clicking on the character in the 3D view or on the character's portrait. To select the whole party, use the select all button at the bottom of the portrait display. You can also drag a rectangle around one or more characters to select them. To move, left click on the destination. Valid destinations show a round marker when you mouse over them. Invalid destinations show a forbidden sign. Right click and drag to rotate the camera view and change your perspective. You can also rotate using the buttons on the compass and at the bottom right of the screen or by pressing Q or E. Use WASD characters to move the camera around and hold down W while focusing on a character to zoom in on them. So here's how we change our perspective. It's interesting. Like, wait, what do we do there? Can I do anything with these barrels? No. Okay. Alright. We'll go back over to here. Oh, interesting. So it actually takes that all down. Click the journal button to open the quest log. This will give you more information on your current objectives along with some useful context. Note that the journal contains much more information than the quest log. The log lists your current objectives which you must complete in order to move the quest forward. You may also have other optional objectives. The log also gives you hints and context to help your understanding and subtleties of your quest. Your successes and failures are all recorded here. Journal. Adventure begins. Blah blah blah. Okay. Adventure log. Quest log. Find a way out. There must be a way out of this crumbling prison. Okay. So I just find a way out. That's all I have to do. To crawl through a hole, click the other side. You can get a better view of the other side by rotating the camera. Your character will automatically kneel, crawl, and stand up as appropriate. After moving the camera around to examine your surroundings, you can center on a character and follow them. Either double-click the character's portrait or press tab while controlling the character. Okay, that's easy enough. Highlight interactable objects. Press and hold the Alt key to highlight various interactable objects, doors, chests, etc. Okay. Ooh. A torch. Yay. Okay. I wonder how useful the torch actually looks like. It probably will be very useful. Highlighted elements are interactive. The cursor indicates the action that can be performed, opening, pushing, activating, lockpicking, etc. If an action requires a dice roll, a difficulty class will be displayed. Okay. Click to push. Alright. Okay. Oh, what the hello. Now what? Okay. Spooky. Leave the cave. Oh, okay. So I needed to be here to actually leave. Ooh, can I jump that? Oh gosh. Okay, okay. To jump or climb, simply click on the destination. Depending on the character's strength and proficiency with athletics, and you can jump and climb between 2 and 5 cells. You can always jump over 2 cells, drop down 3 cells, climb up 1 cell, or climb up easy surfaces like ladders, ropes without any trouble. A character with strength below 15 and no proficiency in athletics cannot jump far enough to reach the chest. Below, a fighter with strength blah 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 blah. In general, the critical path is always open to characters without superior physical abilities. However, optional loot is sometimes harder to reach. Don't give up though, you may find another way to get this chest. Understood. Wait, so... I can't jump there. No! I want to jump there. Wait, oh gosh. Oh, no path. Okay, so apparently there's another way to get there. No path. I can get over there though, I can get to it. What's this gonna do? Ah, this is the alternative option, is to push this over. Nice. That's cool. We got the loot. Got a potion of healing. Nice. Erilyn. Of course I had to name the prettiest character Erilyn. Push the object over. Oh, now we have to fight? Oh, I hit him. Looting and inventory management. Click on a chest or other container to loot it. Everything you carry affects your weight gauge, so be wary of reaching your weight limit, as this will slow you down a lot. Equipment and light sources must be placed in the appropriate slots before they can be used. Some items can stack in the same cell in your inventory. The maximum number of units depends on the item. To split a stack of items, drag and drop the stack into an empty into an empty cell while holding down the shift key. This will take 1 unit from the stack.
Blessed are the light bringers.
Hey, all my stuff. Cool. Ha! No, we'll stick with the torch, I think.
Welcome.
I've already looted that, so there shouldn't be anything. Okay, cool. So it kind of is still lit up, but it's fine. Anything else here to loot? I've already looted that. Already looted that. Can't go through there, so we're going over here. Now we've escaped.
So you escaped unscathed. Well done, my friend.
My flagon is empty of ale, and Lord Karen still isn't here.
Have another ale. It's not like you have anywhere better to be.
Well, let me tell you my story then. I too was accosted on the way here, but I faced my foes head on. Proceed then. Everyone enjoys a tale well told.
Interesting. So now I get to do a little bit of fighting, I think. A battle starts. Okay. Oh wow, oh so it auto rolls initiative. That's interesting. Moving to a point in the yellow area uses your main action to dash. Dash doubles your maximum movement for the turn. However, you cannot use your action to attack or cast a spell. Remember that you can move normally and then decide whether to dash further or to use your action for something else. Okay. Move up. Fight him. And then I'm going to attack this one. Oh, nice. That's cool. Wait, can I move again? Can't move again, can I? I can move again? That's interesting. Oh yeah, because I didn't use my full movement speed, it looks like. Yeah, okay, cool, yeah, duh. I didn't have to move there, but... Second wind. Interesting, okay, cool. So I didn't have to do that, but... It's just interesting. Ah! I've been hit. Oh gosh. There's another one coming in. To attack an enemy using your default weapon, mouse over them and left click. You can also cast an attack spell or switch weapon configuration and use another weapon, a ranged one for example. Depending on the character, some special abilities are also available. You try to shove an enemy back or down, select shove and choose from the available options. If you shove an enemy backwards into a pit, they'll fall. If you shove an enemy down, they'll become prone, remaining vulnerable until they spend move points to stand up. So I'm gonna move there and try this. Oh, attack of opportunity. Nice. That's cool if they included that. So shove you. Wait. Push away. You. Yeah. Haha. And then I'm gonna move all the way over here and make him come to me. Oof. He missed, right? Yeah, he missed. Clicking dodge uses your main action and provides the following benefits. Until the start of your next turn, all attackers you can see have disadvantage on their rolls to hit, and you have advantage on dexterity saving throws. Okay. Well, I don't wanna. I want to just attack. Because I win. This is cool. No! Another one! To avoid an opportunity attack, you can use the disengage action. For the rest of your turn, you can move closely to enemies freely without any risk of opportunity attacks. Disengage uses your main action though, so you won't be able to attack or dash during this turn. A battle starts! The Greyback Wolf! And I get initiative. Oh, it wants me to disengage? Okay. Can't really disengage though. I don't have the... It's not possible. I don't want to disengage. Oh, wait. I can't go past it. There's not really much I can do. Oh, I see. Oh, I see what it's trying to make me do. It wanted me to... Oh, wow. That's intense. It wanted me to do a lot more than I thought it wanted me to do.
What a bunch of namby-pambies. You're lucky you weren't attacked by Sorax.
I don't remember anyone asking your opinion.
The Badlands are thick with them, shape-shifting bastards.
Go easy on him. He's just a harmless old drunk. Probably saw lizard folk or dragonborn or something.
You think I don't know the difference? All those spines on their backs, those jaws. You've never seen anything like it. Not lizard folk, not troglodyte, not dragonborn, I'm telling you.
No one believes in Sorax anymore. Except the Church of Einar, of course. There's a Sorak under every bed, if you believe them. Easy now. Don't mock people for their faith.
Read them books. Sorax are masters of deception, infiltration. Anyone here could be a Sorak. You'd never know.
Oh, come on.
Huh, you'll see.
So anyway, Sorax might be legend, but orcs are quite real, and not just in the Badlands. I stumbled across a secret settlement right here in the Principality.
That is preposterous.
High in the hills, 2 days west of here. I left the main road to find a shorter way through. And I was making good time when I dropped through a sodding sinkhole into a cave.
Now I get to go with the cleric.
Oh, I must have fallen on my wrong side.
At your wrong side. Lighting and light sources. In Solasta, you will explore deep, dark places without natural light sources. It makes exploration and combat harder, especially for characters without dark vision. You can equip torches or cast light spells to reveal your environment for your whole group. You can light flammable items like torches on holders by interacting with them while holding a torch, or by casting a flaming spell on them like the cantrip Firebolt. Interesting. So now I have light on my mace. How do I get down? Get me down! Hey! I can't get down. Leave the cave. Oh, light the 2 torches. 2 torches. Need a flaming item. Do I have Firebolt? No, I don't. Oh, there we go. Light it with the candle.
We bring light in darkness.
Leave the cave. Do we have any interactables other than that, I guess? Cave door. Now how do I go through? Wait, did it not open? What quest objective? Examine the totem. Oh, gosh. Oh, that's awful.
What the? Well, it's not good.
What happens if I can't try again? Oh, no. Alright. It's fine. Healing. If your character casts healing spells, like a cleric for instance, press the cast spell button and select a spell in order to recover lost hit points. You can also use a potion found in nearby loot. Open the inventory and right click on the potion to use it. You say in nearby loot, huh? What was that little bucket I picked up or whatever? This thing, what's this? Oh, it's rations.
Light will guide us.
Okay. Do I need to? No, I don't need to use a healing potion. Ooh. I might need to soon, though.
If they see me, I'm dead.
Well, this is probably where I'm going to try to sneak, maybe? Cautious mode. Activating cautious mode makes you slower, but it grants 2 benefits. Hidden objects and traps are easier to find, and you are harder for an enemy to spot. When an enemy starts to notice your presence, a gauge appears over their head, giving you time to react and return to hiding. Remain 3 cells above the enemy in this mode, and you can't be detected. Where was the... Cautious. Okay. Okay, so it auto does that. Now I can do this, which is something apparently. Oh, it just opens the next pathway. Cool. Can I just click there and be there? Nice. That worked out well. Oh shoot, what's this? 3 of 11, what's that mean? That's my hit points. Oh god. It did want me to use a potion. Because my, Yowza. What's this potion do? 1d8, 2d4. Okay, well, whatever. So yeah, I did actually need to use that. That was specifically an objective. Turn cautious off now, I think. Forward. Wait, what? Oh, that was the stuff I already got. This is a pretty cool game. I really do like this. It's not as like high action as a lot of other games that I play, but it does appeal to me in a lot of ways. Oh wait, dang it, I missed that. Who would have thought to open a rock? Abyss moss. I mean, we might as well have things, right? Better to have things than to not have things. What's this gonna do for me?
Worse. It looks like this is the only way out. I just need to be patient. They can't stay there forever.
So, patience. Taking a long rest. To recover hit points, special abilities, and spells, you must take a long rest. To do so, you need to gather your party around a safe place and have 1 ration of food per party member. Safe places are represented by a campfire. They're also shown on the location map. Many spellcasters know more spells than they can recall at a given time. Prepared spells represent those a character can use by spending spell slots. Check your hero's list of known spells and choose which ones you want to prepare. Spells that are not prepared cannot be cast. Many characters know more spells than they can prepare, so choose carefully for the given situation. Yowza. All spells recover. You can change your list of spells. Start long rest. Prepare spells. So, I'm actually okay with this. Actually, we'll just stick with that. Inflict wounds is good. Oh, hey. Okay, so they're not in here anymore? Any loots? No loots.
Not sure I would have slept so close to a horde of orcs.
Orcs have a very distinctive stink.
We should bill the council for all this wasted time.
We've all told a tale of our travels here. All but one of us.
Yes, but I have a good reason for that. It's none of your bloody business. We can't take up arms together if we don't trust each other. Fine. You want to know the truth? I stopped on the way here to visit an old friend of mine and discovered he was up to his eyeballs in debt with a loan shark.
So, he was in dire straits.
Indeed. He put up a family heirloom as collateral and wanted me to reacquire it. Because, you see, I can be quite stealthy when necessary.
Ha! He's got a disadvantage to stealth. Oh no. Use cautious mode to move stealthily. Enemies can hear you if they cross your noise circle, and they will spot you as soon as you leave cautious mode. Your noise circle depends on your armor type and your stealth skill. Also, it's a good idea to avoid moving into an enemy's field of view while carrying a light source. Remain in cautious mode for the whole duration of this mission. You must make a stealth check if you attempt an object interaction while within hearing range of an enemy, such as opening a door or chest, or even pickpocketing. And you will remain undetected only if you succeed. Cautious mode allows you to find and follow tracks. Found some. Using the camera. Right click and drag to rotate the camera view or change your perspective. You can also rotate using buttons and stuff. Okay, I know that. Thieves tools. I'm not proficient though. Okay, that's gonna make things fun.
Oh, Liam. Always thoughtful.
Didn't realize there was somebody up there. Oh gosh. Where am I going though? Oh, okay. Lock picking. To try picking a lock, mouse over a locked door, chest, and left click. Select your whole party. Your most skilled character is automatically chosen for the task. You must have thieves tools in your inventory to try picking a lock. Being proficient with thieves tools will help. Okay. Hey! Natural 20. Yeah. It's the first one. Now what am I do? Reach the next courtyard. Okay. 19, look at me. Feels good. Okay, now what are we doing? What's this? Alright, so there's nothing in here, apparently. We go back out. We're still finding the treasure room, it seems. Wait, what's this? How do I deal with that? Can't go up that, can I? Okay. I'll just stay in stealth mode. Oh, stop. How do you cancel movement? How does this work? Shoot them? Looks like I need to get up there, but I don't see... maybe that door? No, not that door. That one. It's gotta be in there. I mean, it's all developed. Door there. Door there, but... how do I go up there? This is a tutorial. This should be easy. Come on. Alright, whatever. So show the little icon right there. Find the treasure room. To the window near the treasure room. Okay, that's what I thought. But I didn't see a way to get up there. Go up on something like that. Oh, maybe I just, yeah, okay, I get it. That makes sense. I just had to click into the space I wanted to enter into. That's pretty simple, really.
I spotted a trap of sorts.
How did I spot that? So how do I deal with it? Can I disable a trap? To disarm a trap, you must first detect it. If you try to open or lockpick a chest with a trap that you haven't detected, you'll only find out about the trap when you trigger it. To try disarming a trap, mouse over it and left click. You'll need to make a successful dexterity check. These tools will help if you are proficient with them. Some traps can only be disarmed by triggering them. If you fail to disarm a trap, you may trigger it or lock it, or simply need to try again. Oh, whoa! It was only in DC 10. Nice. I bet it was 10. Let's just... Oh, nice.
We make me fooled so easily.
What's happened? Oh god. Okay. Heard talking and I was like, oh goodness. Ah! Failure, okay. Ouch. Only took 1 point of damage though. Ooh. I got a little bit of treasure too, nice. That's awesome. Escape from the fort. Oh gosh, do I escape in stealth mode or am I good? It said complete the entire thing in.
There you are, you filthy crook!
You? What? You're drunk. Get out of here before I kill you.
Think you scare me? Not anymore.
A grave mistake.
Liam, what are you doing?
Sometimes in the course of your adventure, some non-player characters may become critical. This means if you let them die, the game is over. If you attack an enemy while undetected, you gain the advantage of surprise. That means you have advantage on your roll to hit, and your opponent cannot react before the next turn. If you are a rogue, your attack will be a sneak attack, dealing additional damage.
Death claims.
Got him. Yeah. How do you want to do this first kill?
Are you four here to see Lord Karen?
Depends on who's asking.
Well, if you're here for Lord Karen of the Legacy Council, that would be me.
Fine. I'd like to present you with the bill for the time we spent cooling our heels.
Feel free. The Council's bursary enjoys a good laugh.
Can you tell us more about the job?
Well, I suppose it's better if you know what you're doing. What do you want to know?
Are we going to work for you?
Not exactly, no. I'll be your contact with the Legacy Council, which you will serve as deputies. That's why we need to go there and get you sworn in.
We hear this is a mission for the council, but what is it exactly?
Dear Moraike, you don't know? I'll try to make it simple, but you know, politics? The council includes representatives of the most powerful and influential organizations in the Eastern Kingdoms. It was created to lead a joint effort to explore the Badlands.
What are the Badlands, really?
Simply put, they are a monster-ridden, chaotic wasteland that used to be the elven empire called Manicalan. It was destroyed about 1,000 years ago by the Great Cataclysm. Now, only ruins remain, full of forgotten knowledge, riches, and dangers.
Riches, eh?
Which countries make up these eastern kingdoms?
Simple. The Principality of Masgarth, here, is in the middle. The Snow Alliance lies to the north. The Kingdom of Galavan to the east, and the New Empire to the south. All friendly, more or less, but the peace is fragile.
What are the organizations you mentioned?
The Council is, how to put it, a non-governmental organization, meaning that state governments are not represented, to avoid partisanship. Instead, there are delegates from the Guild of Antiquarians, the Tower of Knowledge, the Arcaneum, and the Circle of Denantar. And the Church of Einar guarantees fairness, led by Marshal Beric Sunblaze and Oathkeeper Lyra Keen.
I think we know enough now. Thank you. We should go, don't you think?
Very well.
I thought that we're good meant he was like
You're
peacing
late for
out.
swearing in.
I, for one, am very curious to see the inside of that council room.
Why is my ranger such a rogue? Oh, I was like, okay, when's it gonna start? But it was because I hadn't clicked the button. Finding your way in Caer Keflin, the Principality's capital. It's a large city right now. You need to find the Legacy Council. Once you've been there, you'll have access to the fast travel function, but for now, you'll have to walk a little. Go north and walk up the stairs to Sunblaze Court, then take the stairs west to the Council. North, eh? Stairs to the west. Ah, there's the stairs. I guess I could turn the camera around. Maybe that'd make things a little easier to see.
This place is magnificent.
I'm busy. Come back later.
What? I thought we were literally supposed to be here. Oh, did we go to the wrong one? Looks like council chambers to me. Oh, it's the mayor. It's not the council chambers that we were in. Wait, no. Nah, stop it! Actually go inside. So the first stairs I went up weren't the stairs that I needed to go up in the end. I needed those stairs, but these ones need to be the next.
I never thought I'd get so close to the embassies.
Just waltzing around, my weapons out.
Look at the size of this council hall.
So this is what they spend our taxes on.
Look! Is that...
The princess. Wait, is she leaving? Apparently so.
Then who will administer the oath?
There's an oathkeeper for that, I think.
You thought it would be the princess?
If she rules the whole principality, who's more important?
Lady Keen, the council's oathkeeper, is trusted by all.
Lord Karen.
Yes, milady.
Are these your new deputies?
They are, milady.
My name is Lyra Keen, Oathkeeper of the Council.
Quiet, everyone.
And I will be administering your vows. Once sworn in, you will carry the authority of the council wherever you go. Your every action will reflect upon the council's reputation. Remember that. Always. Now, please, raise your right hands. Do you, each and all, solemnly swear your lives and allegiance to this council, and promise to carry forth our mission to protect our alliance from any who would threaten the common good?
I swear.
Excellent. Lord Karen will enter your name into the council's register. Thank you for your service.
Congratulations, deputies.
Wait, that's it?
I suppose you imagined something more pompous.
No, I don't know. It just feels a bit anticlimactic.
Sorry to disappoint. So, the mission. As I'm sure you know, the Council maintains a number of outposts to secure the border between the Principality and the Marches. One of them is the former Imperial Fortress, KLM. It's held by some 50 troops under the command of Captain Henrik. He sends us weekly status reports, or rather, he used to. We haven't heard a word from him in 3 weeks. Leave immediately for KLM and find out if anyone there is still alive. If Captain Henrik or anyone else is still breathing, bring him back. The Council wants a first-hand report.
Gosh, gain more information or move into the story. That's the trick here. Oh, man.
Right, I guess that's that. It's on to KLM.
Faction relations. The 5 council factions have representatives in Caer Keflin. They can sell you equipment, spells, and many other things. The better your relationship with a faction, the more they have to offer, and the lower their prices. However, these factions are in competition with each other, which means you can't please them all. Various subquests will give you opportunities to improve your relationship with one faction or another. Keep an eye on the faction section of the journal. Press the map button to open the location map. When a waypoint has been found, you can use it to fast travel to another place in the location. For now, you can use fast travel return to Gravekeep's Cask. Oh, okay. Can I? That's Antiquarians. Empire Embassy. Priest. Can I not, like, move the map? Is that on thing? Interesting. Yes, fast travel. Oh no, it just ran the... Okay, I thought it just ran the one character. This character is ready to level up. Take a long rest to start the level up sequence. Okay.
Hello, adventurers. What can I offer you?
We'd like to stay for the night.
Sure. Just walk up to the suite and settle in.
A suite?
It's more like a large bedroom, really. But you know, this is the capital city.
Fancy. Oh, interesting. So you just buy the room and that's how you do it. Okay. Level up. Level 2, yeah. Oh, select a fighting style. Interesting. You get 2 weapon fighting, you can add your ability modifier to the damage of the second attack. +2 attack rolls with ranged weapons. I think you get the second fighting style farther up. I don't remember though. Let's do 2 weapon fighting. And then Animal Friendship, choose a beast that you can see within the spell's range. The beast must make a wisdom saving throw or be charmed for spell's duration. Cure wounds, heal an ally by touch, detect magic, a hunter's mark from enemy target, additional damage from you can easily detect it for a limited time. Long strider, increase an ally's speed by 2 cells per run. Jump, increase an ally's jumping distance. Fog cloud, generate a sphere of thick fog for a limited time. Creatures inside cannot attack those on the outside. Creates 10 berries infused with magic. Eating a berry restores 1 hit point and provides sustenance for a long rest. Berries vanish after a long rest. Hunter's Mark's a classic, and Cure Wounds just makes sense. And then we'll level up. 8 hit points. Wowza. Actually, that's a lot for a level 2 character. 19 hit points right out of the gate. Well, I guess with her armor and stuff. Spells. I was okay with those last time, so I think I'm still okay with them now. Level up. Level 2 fighter. 20 HP. Doesn't have anything special to do. Level up Erlin. Specialization. Ooh. Alright. Classes provide a specialization when reaching a certain level in the form of class archetypes. Archetypes have different names depending on their class is what it should say. Arcane tradition for wizards, martial archetypes for fighters, clerics select their divine domain at level 1. Each archetype offers a set of features and abilities which grant a unique flavor to the character and can radically change its playstyle. Green Mage. Green Mages are the heirs to the ancient traditions of the Sylvan Elves. They are wardens of the forest, specialized in nature magic, and also reliable bowmen, trained to survive without spells if need be, as they had to do in the wake of the Cataclysm. Lore Master. Lore Masters are obsessed with the lost knowledge of the pre-Cataclysm times. They know the old empire had superior magic, and they long to learn more about the lost spells and rituals. Their magic is focused on gathering all possible knowledge. Shock Arcanists. Shock Arcanists were the battle mages of the Menakalon Empire. Their teachings have survived the Cataclysm to become a renowned and feared magical tradition taught in every major magic school. What happens if I click on one? Okay. Spells from the green magic list are considered wizard spells for you. Animal Friendship, Detect Poison Disease, Entangle, Fairy Fire, Goodberry, Hunter's Mark, Longstrider, Barkskin, Pass Without Trace, Lesser Restoration, Find Traps, Protect from Poison, Conjure Animal, Create Food, Daylight, Wind Wall, Giant Insect, Freedom of Movement, Identify Creatures, Contagion, Six Plague. Train in Craft Basic Ammunition, Proficiency in Light Armor, Proficiency with a Short Bow, Fighting Style Archery. You benefit from the same advantages as Rangers when a forest environment. Keen Mind, advantage on Arcana, History, and Investigation ability checks, advantage to copy scrolls to your spellbook, scroll and potion crafting costs and times are halved. When casting spells from the war list, they count as being cast at one level slot higher than the one you actually use. Burning Hands, Magic Missile, Thunderwave, Acid Arrow, Scorching Ray, Flaming Sphere, Fireball, Lightning Bolt, Ice Storm, Cone of Cold. Lore Master, I think, seems more in line with her. I also just really like the idea of Green Mage. It's interesting playing multiple characters at once, basically, in a D&D style setting, because you aren't as able to focus in on your things, like your story. She's got a craving for knowledge and such, so I guess we'll go with Lore Master. And I can gain 2 new spells. Comprehend Languages. Burning Hands, I think. These spells are all... good. Prepare the wizard spells. Always prepared. Comprehend Language. Identify. Do identify. So I might find stuff out there is what I'm thinking. Right. Buy some food for the journey. Unknown drunk. Oh gosh, where are we going? What just happened? This is weird. Why is it all dark? Uh-oh. I broke something.
Go get killed in the Badlands.
Uh-oh. Okay, there we go.
Hello, adventurers. What can I offer you?
Your beer is terrible, and that's being polite about it.
What? What? I've never had any complaints about the beer before. Maybe your palate is not refined enough.
Tell us about your tavern.
The inn? Well, it's not that old, but somehow it feels like it's been here forever. Well, you can meet all kinds of people here, that's the good thing. An old scavenger, a diplomat from the council, a knight, a lord, a beggar. We also have rooms to rent by the night.
Why the name Gravekeep's Cask?
Well, it's very old, from imperial times. Perhaps a historian would know, but I don't.
We should go.
Interesting. I thought I'd buy food from him, but I guess not, and I now can't see anything, apparently. Which is just super fun. Like, why is it all dark everywhere? Where are you going? What on earth? I didn't click that.
Clear skies, adventurers.
I don't understand why it's so dark everywhere. What is this? Doesn't make any sense. Maybe it just wants me to do the fast travel thing or something? Okay, yeah. Crafting. In Solasta, you can craft various items. To do so, you need the proper equipment, ingredients, skill, and time. For magical items, sometimes you need to know spells. Crafting is performed while traveling. Once your party has set up camp but is not yet sleeping, characters can devote some of their free time to working on their current crafting task. These are the tools required for crafting: potions, herbalism kit, scrolls, scroll kit, poisons, poisoners kit, enchanted weapon and armor, Macalon rosary. You need to be proficient with these tools to use them. Even if you're proficient with a given crafting tool, you still need specific skills to make successive checks against the recipe's DC. To craft potions, sometimes medicine is enough, but arcana is very useful. To craft poisons, medicine or nature is useful. To craft scrolls or enchanted items, arcana is a must. Crafting requires ingredients. They can be found while adventuring and gathered from flowers, bushes, and rocks, and sometimes from dead creatures. Obviously, you can also buy them from shops unless they are very rare. Enchanting requires primed items that have been magically prepared for enchanting by Macalon master smiths whose secrets were lost in the Cataclysm. Generally, a primed item will require a very rare additional ingredient to fulfill its potential. Finally, to craft an item, you need to know which ingredients to combine. These recipes can be learned by reading manuals or taught by masters. Solastan factions generally keep copies of recipes and sell them at good prices to their friends, but some can be found out there in the Badlands too. Once a recipe has been learned, all the party can use it. To start crafting, open a character screen and click on the crafting table. Simply select a recipe that is available to start. The progress bar will fill as you travel and you will be notified. When the operation is over, you can launch another one if you want. Remember that if you cancel a crafting operation, the ingredients are lost. Goodness.
Hello. How may I help you?
What do you sell here?
Mostly potions for heroic adventurers like yourselves. I also have recipes for customers who like to craft their own. And ingredients too. Even rare flowers from the Badlands. Come back anytime. I'm almost always open.
Right. Oh, I see. So this is the character and this is the stuff. Interesting. She already has magic missile, so I don't need to add that, but I could add another cure wounds to somebody. Just be nice to have everybody with a little bit of healing. Not a bad idea. But I think we'll get out of this one, because that's not what the mission is here. The mission is to grab some food. Are you a food person? No, you're an armorer. Oh, food person's probably one I was just standing by.
Welcome to Gorham's Emporium.
What do you have to sell?
Everything you'll need for going out there into the Badlands. Food, ropes, torches, and of course armor and weapons. I also have some other stock like remedies and antitoxins. That can come in handy.
Ever heard of deep spiders?
Are you Gorham?
That's me, the one and only.
So I need to buy some food. Interesting. Lots of options here. Oh, that's rations. So I would buy rations, right? Take 30, I guess. 30 worth, I guess. Just makes sense to me for everybody to have. Oops. Plenty of rations. I mean, that's good, right? Wow, what else did she buy? She got no money. Huh. What? Interesting. I think we're good. Yep. I could sell stuff too, that's interesting. Oh, not that. Okay, so we'll close out of that, and we've completed the quest. Da-da-da. It's a sneaky guy over here. Now what do we do? Ha! It actually doesn't have anything to do. No, just walk away and it starts.
A word, if you please.
So famous already. I love it.
You were in there too. Are you a member of the council?
I'm Annie Bagmorder, Quartermaster of the Scavengers Guild. We don't have a seat in there, but they all know exploring the Badlands without us would be a bad idea. That's why you should stop by our headquarters downtown. You'll need our services, I'm sure.
Is that compulsory?
No. But you'll find our services useful. Everyone does. Did Lord Karen not tell you?
No. He pretty much stuck to giving orders.
Oh, right. Anyway, we offer plenty of help and advice to beginners like you.
We are grown-ups, you know. Or at least, most of us are.
Of course you are. Well, good luck.
That's hilarious.
Inviting beggars to the council? How peculiar.
I'd rather visit the temple, honestly.
The scavengers. They've seen so much already. The first explorers of the ancient empire. So what do you think? Should we check out their headquarters? It's not far, but...
I've had enough talking. Let's go kill some monsters.
If there's business to be done, we can't afford not to.
Okay. Quick shopping. Near a merchant, you'll find a quick shopping interaction. This bypasses the discussion to instantly open the merchant interface. You can still talk to the NPC merchant if needed. Nice. That's what the quick shop is there. The Scavengers headquarters. Why? Okay, why can't I move? Oh, I have to press the center thing. Okay, okay. What's that? An angry bush, huh? Guess we can just wait. Whoa, where's my people at? Oh, there we are. Interesting. Why didn't I follow them? Oh god. What was the button to follow? Shoot. Just double click? No! Shoot.
Ah, you came.
You piqued our curiosity. So, what exactly do you have to offer?
You don't know?
What kind of help do you offer to people like us?
Simple. Now, people like you typically carry out missions for the council. In the marches, even in the Badlands. Sometimes far away, like Captain Merrin.
Who's Captain Merrin?
You really must be new. She's one of yours. Senior deputy of the council. Anyway, you trek out to some old ruin in the Badlands, kill a bunch of orcs. Well, you're still a bit green, so let's say goblins.
Ow! You're hurting our feelings.
Orcs will hurt much more than your feelings, believe me. And stop interrupting, it's rude. So let's say you find yourself with a whole load of rusty swords, leather armor, shields, too much for you to lug back here.
Oh, so we're puny as well as green. Thank you so much.
So instead,
too prissy.
brave heroes just clear the place of monsters and draw us a nice clean map. Then we take our carts and pick up every piece of junk. We bring it back, we sell it, and we split the profits with you. We move the stuff, you go off to kill more bad things. Everybody wins.
For a percentage, of course.
What? You could never carry it all anyway. Not in your little backpacks.
Do you sell healing potions?
No, we don't. There's a shop for that.
I say I don't know why that was a question being asked, but...
Well, thank you. I guess that's it for us.
Fine. Feel free to visit us anytime. Or drop into any scavenger camp.
Are there others?
Anywhere we can settle. By the way, if you find Captain Henrik, tell him we're still interested.
In what?
In getting our people to Caer Lem. The outpost is perfect for us. Close to the Badlands, with plenty of space for our camp.
Right. We'll tell him if we find him.
That would be appreciated. The more you do for us, the more we do for you.
Oh, so this business relationship can get better.
And I hope it will, friend.
I guess we'll see you around then.
Sure. Good luck out there. And don't forget, in the Badlands, always keep your eyes open.
Okay. Okay, cool. So I can move quite high up here. But I don't know one, where I'm supposed to go now. Two. This looks like a way to leave, right? I'm just gonna go towards that little dot. Reach the outpost. Okay, that's one way to do things. Travel map. Use the arrow keys to explore the map. Click on a destination to plan your travel. Your party will take some time to get there. While en route, adventurers can gather food by foraging or hunting. They can also find crafting ingredients and encounter travelers, remarkable locations, or even monsters. A slow pace lets you move cautiously, trying to remain hidden from monsters. A normal pace is faster but riskier. A fast pace is the quickest of all but can be dangerous. Rangers will be very useful while in their preferred terrain. You'll find more food and are less likely to be surprised by monsters. You can set up travel so you don't need to micromanage your party. Whenever someone can level up, a long rest can be started immediately without finishing the day's travel. When a crafting task is complete, you can set up a new one without losing time. You can open the post-rest window after a long rest, for instance, to modify your prepared spells. Okay, so I need to go to the outpost. Need to travel there. Do normal. And yeah. Travel routine. Your heroes normally plan their travels so that they are always fit and ready for anything. This routine requires them to travel no more than 8 hours a day and leaves enough time to eat and sleep, and for other activities such as crafting, talking, playing games, playing an instrument, and praying. Sometimes the normal routine will be interrupted, and your heroes will need to travel while they should be resting. This will add fatigue and may lead to exhaustion. Adventurers know how to push themselves temporarily and then return to their normal routine, limiting camping activities to get more rest so that fatigue is reduced. Okay, see like little things that happen here. Bandits! A group of hostile creatures has managed to surprise you. Start a battle. This is what I really wanted to get to, like on the road battles and stuff, just to get the full party mechanics showcased here. Wow. Surprise attack. You've been surprised while camping. You must fight off your attackers before you can leave. Having been surprised, you cannot take any action during the first turn of the battle. Don't hold back your spells and powers. You will finish your long rest after the battle, so put all your strength into this fight for survival. This lets your ready in action. This lets your character wait for a specific condition to be met so they can then interrupt other characters' turns to perform the readied action. In Crown of the Magister, you can ready an attack depending on your character and their equipment and abilities. You can move, use a bonus action, and still use ready in action. This automatically ends your turn. You can use shortcuts to switch your equipment. You have 3 weapon configuration shortcuts by default. The last shortcut is your light shortcut. It uses the 3rd configuration that includes a torch or other light source. If you have the light cantrip in your spell list, the light button will cast it immediately. You can change your shortcuts in your inventory. Drag and drop weapon, shield, or other items to hand slot to change the shortcut. Round 1. Fight. Enemy turn. Okay. Oh gosh, there's more of them. That's their leader, probably. Round 2. Okay, so who is it? Bandred first. So I'm going to... Can I get there? I can get there. So I'm going to take the guys out first that are right here. Switch to swords. And then... just straight up attack this guy. Attack again. Take him out. Or try to take him out. And then in turn. Right there. And then her, I want her to get a little ways away from things. Oh, but attack of opportunity. Dang it. Okay. And then cast a spell. Magic missile. 1, and then 1, 2. That's cool. And then in turn. Made me prone. Monster.
I'll get you yet.
Missed. Second win. Okay, action surge. We'll go again. Told you I'd get you. Go there, and I can't do anything else. Oh gosh. Okay, and then cast spell. What? No free hand. What is this no free hand nonsense? What? Fine. Wallop this guy, I guess.
You can't win.
Need heal. Andrew, cast spell bonus action. Healing word. Yeah.
You are a true saint.
Nice. I don't know if he actually even got hit. And then in turn. Okay, and then I am going to move over here. And switch to my bow and shoot that guy.
Oh, bad
Missed. I forgot Hunter's Mark anyways. In turn. Gosh, okay, and then she needs to... Okay, she's got attack of opportunities if she does that, so let's see what kind of spells we can do. You can put mage armor on something else? That's interesting. There. Attack. Yeah.
A telling blow.
Destroyed. Then we'll move over to this guy like we're gonna get him too. And return there. Ha, missed me. Good. Okay, so she has to have both of her hands free to do things. Or First we'll move over here so I can select Guiding Bolt on that one because I want to see what that looks like.
Bravo!
Oh jeez, Guiding Bolt actually killed him. Finishing your long rest. After a night attack, you can safely go back to sleep and complete your long rest. To do so, simply click on the campfire. All of your characters will receive the benefits of a long rest as normal. A cleric of the Oblivion domain with peaceful rest will not be surprised in the future. This time was for the purpose of explaining the rule.
Victory is yours!
Nice. We're the winners. Give me all that stuffins. Oh gosh. Okay. So we're too heavy on our stuff. Drop that. Drop that. Oh wow. It's a heavy armor though. Skita. Basically the same. So drop that. Drop that. We've got plenty of these. Okay, we'll keep him light. And we'll keep that great sword just in case. Okay. So they're not available to pick up ground stuff, I guess? And he's already got his heavy chainmail on, I guess. Okay. Call that good, and then we'll finish our rest. That was actually pretty cool. Party starts to rest. Party cannot find useful ingredients, catches wild hair. That's interesting that it automatically does those cool things. You can always interrupt your travel manually by pressing the interrupt button. Then you can click on a character's portrait to open their inventory and possibly start a new crafting activity, change equipment, or check anything you like. Just click the resume button to resume travel. The party starts to rest. Hey, long rest. Nice. That was pretty cool. Customize your dice, yes.
So that's KLM.
We're almost there. It's just up the hill. It's a little too quiet, don't you think?
We're in the marches, so quiet can't be trusted.
True. Let's keep our eyes open.
Alrighty. So, with that, I think that's going to go ahead and call it for the first impressions. So, we're going to do a little closeout here, let you guys know what I thought. So, based on, one, my interest of Dungeons and Dragons, fantasy games, all of that, this game incorporates all of that really well. I think it's super awesome. It takes a long time to get started, so definitely want to be prepared for that if it is a game that you're going to be picking up. But if you like fantasy style games, if you like Dungeons and Dragons, if you like flashy graphics and an interesting story, this is a good game. Solasta is one that I think I'll be playing in the future. I think I will continue to play the story and see where it takes me because I really like the gameplay. I like the mechanics. It's very simple, straightforward, but it has a lot to build on. And so I think that's going to be really cool as I kind of continue on with things. So yeah, I like it. Pretty solid. I'll see about doing maybe more of a condensed review type of video as well. But so far as a first impression stream, I really dug it. I thought it was pretty cool, and I'm looking forward to playing it again. So thank you guys for hanging out here and experiencing this first impression of Solasta with me as well. And I will see you guys later today at 4 p.m. Central to pick up some of the Blackwood preparations that we were doing for Elder Scrolls Online. So tune back in here 4 p.m. Central today, and I will see you guys then. Till then, have an excellent rest of your day. I'll see you later. Adios.